going on? So, where are the gods and who is the shadow government? Where are the gods and who is the shadow government? So these are two questions that you might hear of and shit. Who are the extraterrestrials? We'll throw that in there too, because they all tie in. We have been duped, and I'm not taking this opportunity to make an enemy out of white folks or shit, even black folks is really the ones doing it. I got some shit. Not even, yeah, I'm not here to make, enemies, none of that. But I am here to make my target audience understand what they, want to understand. So I have been working with, a lot of different spirits lately. But two of the spirits that I've been working with has been Thoth and Marduk. Some people say Marduk, but it feels like it's Marduk to me. So it sounds better. Sound like I ain't gonna say that. But anyway, so I've been working with Thoth and Marduk. And one thing that Thoth told me was that he kind of guided me through a procession of thoughts to realize who we are as black people. So when we wonder who is the shadow government, why are we constantly being taken advantage of? Who are these people that are taking advantage of us? And if we're gods and we're all of this, why do we continue to live in this state? So that's an action-packed series of questions, or power-packed series of questions, but I'm gonna give you the answer that I came here to give y'all today. So everything is subconscious. Now you hear Bobby Hemmett and everybody say and talking about how the black man's mind is heaven. It is the realm that we're trying to travel back to, and that people that can't get there are trying to travel there. And by people, I mean reptilians, I mean any of their descendants, white people, most of, it is, they have to work and earn the pieces of their soul that allow them to go to these higher planes. We don't. We've already done that. We drop back down to experience ourselves. And I can prove that because let's just say that you're a white person and you know that you can't get to the next level. And you know that the mind that the mind that created all of these deities that everybody worships is the black mind. So that means the original primordial power and deity that created the gods and everything here is the black man's mind. Point blank, period. That's where all the gods were born out of. So what if I told you that them gods weren't actually real gods? I mean, yeah, they're real and they even have personalities. You can communicate with them, you can work with them, but they're still you. They're actually you. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper. You can find evidence of Pope kissing black feet, and I think it was the Sudanese leaders. The Pope was he prays to ISIS or Assad every morning. And at this point, we're not talking about racism. We're talking about self-preservation. Once you reach a certain amount of knowledge, white or black included, you don't have room to be hateful because you're trying to survive. Yes, white people may hate us, but once they figure out that we are the battery that keeps them going and allows them to be down here, when they're praying to gods for blessings, do you realize that they're only praying to and on your subconscious? And it's masterful. I gotta give them their credit. It's masterful because they've learned how to trick you out of knowing that they're praying to you. So you have an unhinged, unconscious mind, and they tricked you into programming your own conscious mind to where you answer and carry out all of their deeds, which is exactly why, if you look at white supremacy and everything that goes on in this world, for the most part, black people are the ones that perpetuate it. Yeah, you have the big events where somebody might come through and shoot, and somebody might come through and do something like that. But for the most part, we bring each other down the most. You know why? Because we deal with each other the most. And another reason is white people don't have the power to do anything to us. They don't have the melanin. They don't have the energy to collectively go and do something to such a raw, powerful, energetic being like the melanated man. They can't. So once they realize this, it goes from, oh, we hate y'all to, oh, we love y'all. Because they know that we're starting to wake up and figure out that we've been the ones running this world the whole time. When it comes to the shadow government, you are the shadow government. Anybody who's watching this, or anybody who might watch this, I know your energy's high. And I guarantee you that shit happens around you because of the energy that you wield. Fuck the law that they make. You have to understand that they can only make laws and do things in the way that Mother Earth and the ether allows them to move. You see what I'm saying? So that means in order for a white person to do anything on this earth, he has to get your subconscious permission first. Anybody who's got high energy, you'll notice when you're around a whole bunch of Christians, you're around a whole bunch of praying ass niggas, you will start receiving their prayers. You will start receiving their prayers. And you'll be like, bro, why am I? Because godhood is a title. Godhood is just about you getting back to who you are originally. So if you're not there, but the next person you is, and you're praying to some subconscious, unconscious, archonic deity or whatever, what you're really doing is praying to your own subconscious mind. But since you're so far removed from it, you have to access it through the closest enlightened being, God. You are God. So, I mean, that's what I had to say. I had to get that out because it was such a valuable experience. Now, I didn't get into what Marduk told me because that's a little bit more personal. You know what I'm saying? But I can say that, you know, I had a very spiritual experience and was led to him. And later on that day, I was looking in the mirror and my face started becoming very, very lion-like. I started looking more and more like a lion. Like, I'm talking about within 20 minutes of me checking, I was just looking more lion-like. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And he gave me a lot of advice and on leadership and all of that, you know. So get your own experiences when it comes to the higher experience, but you get that by realizing that when you go in these realms, that's not, well, first of all, you traveling realms and working with deities, that needs to be your bare minimum. And if it's not, you got work to do. I'm gonna go ahead and break it to y'all. Earthly prosperity, that should be your minimum. It should be your minimum. You get to a certain point where money's not a problem. The universe is always going to continuously provide. You know why? Because you don't need that stress on you while you're doing your mission, while you're doing this spiritual work. And I've reached that point. And a lot of you, and a lot of people have, but they don't know it yet. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people like you'll notice a year from now, you probably be making double what you're making now. And then the next year, another 100K on top of that. And then the next year, $1 million. And then it's going to keep increasing like that. I'm just letting you know that right now. So put more focus, put more energy into your higher self. One way to get there, if you don't know where to go, is spend your money, man. Spend your money. Spend your money, y'all. Well, like we spend our money. Ain't no we. People spend their money on things that don't matter. You spend your money, and I take that back. Me too. Because I see things like water. You go in the gas station, you see the bottle of water, and it's $3. You're like, bro, I ain't paying $3 for no water. It's water. I can get that from the sink. But you'll pay $3 for a beer, though. You'll pay $3. You'll pay more money for something that will hurt you or will do nothing for you, but pay less money for something that will, you know. So that mindset is also taken into with our money. We'll spend money on weed and going out and vacationing and doing all of this, but spend it quick. But when it's time to buy a book, $50 is too much. Because I'm going to let y'all know, man, because y'all worried, because I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are thinking, hey, I don't want to spend all of this money and it don't really do nothing for me. Look, man, the information ain't it. You're spending your money to let your higher self know, because money is all it is blood, sweat, and tears. You go to work, nobody likes going to work. You get money, even if you got your own business. Nobody likes stopping what they're doing to find more funds. If we all had it, we would just all, if we had it how we wanted, we would all just be artists and create all day at will. And that's Godhood. But until then, until you get there, like I said, you get to that point where you're not worried about money. You're just worried about creating, because money is already it's already there. Until to get there, you have to spend your hard-earned money, which representative of your blood, sweat, and tears. You have to spend it on things that matter. And watch how it circulates. Watch how much further that, even if you don't read the book, now read the books now. But what I'm saying is, I've spent thousands on books, spiritual tools, and the fruit is showing now is allowing me to set a floor to where I always have money to spend on food, weed, knowledge, and entertainment, because I found a way to not miss it. It's just a part of the program at this point. It's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And the universe is always going to provide. And that's because I took that route. And to this day. And one thing y'all need to understand is you're not going to get what you looking for free. You're not. And I'm not saying this to sell something. I only got nothing to sell, nor do I have an audience to sell to yet. I'm about to release a book, but that's under that's under a pen name, so that's not, but I ain't got nothing to sell. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, learn how to wield your energy. Learn what to put it into. And then, bro, I'm telling you, you have no choice but to evolve. You have no choice but to evolve. I'm not going to keep ranting. You know what I'm saying? I can do this all day. But, hey, man, I just had to come do this little video because if y'all notice, I ain't like, you know, your average person, your average YouTuber. I don't care. I'm not even a YouTuber, bro. Because, oh, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. They're not giving, ain't no real magician, ain't no real shaman, occultist, God. Ain't nobody coming on here and giving no real info. Like what I said about the shadow government, and that's about as deep as it's gonna get on here. Oh, and extraterrestrials, I forgot. Those are just us in the future that know how to shapeshift and look like they're different beings. But in reality, they're just us because they have their own agenda or whatever. But that's us. So that I forgot to add that in. But yeah, man, just like ain't nobody putting on no information on the internet. So you got to go and get that. I'm talking about the real info that you looking to get. There is actual real magic out there. Like real magic. Like you can learn how to levitate. You can learn how to do telekinesis. You can learn how to you know, do crazy telepathy, speak out loud without opening your mouth. You can learn how to do all of that. But the routes in which you get there, that information is not just there for everybody. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to earn that. And when you do earn it, you're going to have some bread because it's probably going to cost you like $5K to get that type of information. And I'm talking about one book. You might spend $3,000 to $5,000 on one book of info. You see what I'm saying? But when you do that, you change your DNA. You change your manifestation pattern. You understand what I'm saying? Not even just spiritually. Actually, first, you're reprogramming your money mind. So I'm you know, and then obviously you're doing that while becoming spiritual. So you're never hurting for nothing. Never hurting for nothing. So, I mean, you know, nowadays, man, all we can do is magic. All we got is our spirituality. That's all we ever had. You know why? Because once you get to a certain point, you got to ask yourself, who's forcing these countries to abide by laws? Who's forcing... Why didn't America just go and just kill everybody? Because they can't, bro. There's spiritual laws to this shit. And then, so if you were to create something, you wanted to be a leader, you wanted to start a nation or something, you would have to have enough spiritual power to stop people from coming in. You see what I'm saying? Like laws don't protect you. Spirituality is what protects you. Because the law says right now that I can't litter. I pull out something right now and litter. There's a spiritual law against that too. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that deep. But I mean, nature will whip your ass for that too. I'm trying to stop cussing, so I apologize. But nature will get on you for that too. But at the same time, it's got a different magnitude. So it's, you know, I said a lot, and I'm not going to keep going. That's a whole nother topic, you know what I'm saying? I got on here with some energy. I can talk for hours, you know, but I'm going to leave it at this, man. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Study, work, do something every single day that's going to make you more spiritual. Do some magic every day. Intentionally manifest something every day. Intentionally direct your energy to create something every single day. Whether it works or not, you're working that muscle, and then watch how you level up in a year from now. fuck that. Forget that. 100 days straight. 100 days straight of doing a spell, doing magic. You don't have to get none of them right. And it's going to be frustrating. Don't try to look for, amazing results. Just do it. Even if you're doing it wrong. I promise you'll be better off than you would if you spent another year not giving energy towards your higher self. I promise you. But all right, like I said, I'm done. Y'all be good. Y'all study. Y'all do what y'all need to do. Peace.